For some reason, I was just in the mood for a beer and a smoke. And so here I am. So it's impromptu. I'm waiting for people to come into the room. I'm having Kilkenny, Kilkenny beer and a Bushmills whiskey. And I'm at the Irish pub. Bunch of British lads come on. There's a fucking Irish pub. Fuck you. How's the quality, guys? I connected to their Wi-Fi at the pub. I'm at Irish pub, look. There's Irish pub. Here's some people. Hey, look, there's some people in costume because Carnival is starting soon. There were some people on the bus as well in costume. Doesn't officially start till next week, but people are champing at the bit, you know. Good sound and good video, says Jeffrey. Thank you, sir. It's probably because the pub isn't rammed. There's a match on. I don't know who's playing. There was several matches on. I have Italian friends watching the match today. I don't know who. I don't follow soccer. I don't give a shit. But there are some matches on. I don't know. Good morning from Australia, says Chad. How early? It must be very early in Australia. What is Australia? 12 hours out? What's it, 6 a.m., 7 a.m.? Fuck. Dalton. Looking as cold as us here. It's not freezing. It's about 6, 7 degrees Celsius. Do the math. Trust me, I'd rather be inside where it's warm, but I gotta have my puff. So, I just got finished listening to John's latest Substack, where he has a conversation with AI. It's really fucking good. My problem, I don't talk about AI much yet, and the whole problem there. Fucking dog. Because I don't know how intelligent it is yet. That's my problem with the whole AI discussion. I'd like to assess exactly how intelligent is it, and then we can talk about whether we think it could be a threat to civilization. Because sometimes it just sounds like it's repeating things it's been told to say, or or something like that. I don't know how much of an independent thinker it is. I should do a wristwatch check. Wearing the Breguet Tourbillon. Breguet Tourbillon in gold. Greetings from Malta. Time flies. I'm going to go down to Malta. It's not that far for me to get down to Malta. I was watching videos earlier of Prague because I'm trying to decide where to do. Like with some of these new pieces, the brigades and the vacherons and stuff. I'm thinking I gotta go to a city and do one of my city episodes. As much as they cost a lot of money and a lot of time, the brigade in particular, those watches deserve a city dedicated to them, wouldn't you say? The old timeless watch channel style. So I was looking at Prague and I was like, oh my god, Prague would be so beautiful for a brigade, wouldn't it? I think so. Lago di Como. Lake Como. Like Bellini. That area there, maybe. Your thoughts? JF clock. Your thoughts on a Mega Aquaterra 40M lacquer black dial? I like the Aquaterra. I have a full episode on Aquaterras. If you go to my channel and somewhere near the top under the picture, you go down to the magnifying glass to search. So you're searching my channel. You're not just searching all of YouTube. You will. If you look for Aquaterra, whatever, I don't know, just put in that word, you will find a video comparing the new Aquaterras to the previous Aquaterras in detail, side by side. Whenever you guys have you're wondering what I think about a certain, before you ask me, I mean, you could ask me, that's fine. But you might want to save yourself the effort and just search through the channel. Somebody asked me recently, like, what are your thoughts on Panerai? I'm like, I think the audience were laughing as well. It's like, who's going to tell him? Just go back and look for. You might be shocked at what you find. So Lydia is in Livigno, my daughter. She just got to Livigno today. She called me. I was in bed earlier. She called me on a video call to show me her surroundings, all mountainous miracle, just covered in snow, white everywhere. She is working on the film crew for the Olympics, for the Winter Olympics, for the next month and a half, I think. So she showed me a photo of the little house they gave her. Little cute little wooden cabin style house up in the snow. Amazing. So I'm very proud, of course, because dads are always proud of their kids. There's people hanging out here. You can probably hear them in the background. That's Irish Pub. Good spot. I asked them for their password for the Wi-Fi because it's changed. I used to use it, but it clearly changed. So I walked in and I was like, what's the password? And they're like, Guinness. I'm like, of course. What was I thinking? Of course it's Guinness. Mind you, I don't really drink the Guinness here. Why would I? I just prefer a Kilkenny here, unless you're having Guinness. And I mean, if I've no other option, then fine. But try to avoid drinking Guinness outside of Ireland, to be honest. Juan, Have you ever made a video about the simple Rolex Explorer 2 black dial? Dude, one of my most viewed videos is about the Explorer 2. It's not the black dial. I don't know why you're asking me about the black dial in particular. You probably have your eye on it, or you have one. The white one is the one I have, and it's in the video, and that's the one with all the close-ups. But I mean, the video isn't about it being white. It's just about the Explorer 2 and the nature of the Explorer 2. The fact that you haven't seen that video, that's like asking Paul McCartney, have you ever thought about writing a song called, I don't know, Hey Jude? Hi Beatles. Maybe you should think about just talking about life in general and just say let it be. What do you think, guys? No, it's one of my bigger videos. One of my most viewed videos, one of my most talked about videos. So you clearly are new. You're a newbie to the channel. Welcome. Go to the search bar and look up Explorer 2, the final Rolex. And make sure you have about 20 minutes or half an hour to spare. Because it's not, I don't do shorties. User, can you do a review? It's funny, Oisín sits and talks about where he wants to go and review the brigades that he has, maybe going to Prague and so on. And then the viewer goes, hey, can you do a review? In a minute I'll go, hey, I'll get another pint. And you'll go, hey, why don't you get another pint? Yeah, isn't it beautiful? You know what? At first, the other one was the one that I fell in love with, the 7067. And obviously, I mean, that's, you know, on the market, that's about $20,000, 25,000. This thing is a lot more, and of course, the retails were also extremely different. So this is clearly a much more expensive and collectible. They're both pretty expensive and collectible, but at first the other one was the one that grabbed me. It's also a little larger than this. The other one's 40, 41. This is a 39. But now I'm kind of just falling in love with this thing. I don't know. Am I screwed? Because this is not mine. This is still for sale. If anybody wants it, it's a fucking deal of a lifetime. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. Nobody's moved on it yet. Although somebody finally moved on the Patek the other day. So that's gone. The person who winds up with that thing is a very lucky person. I don't know, I'm just falling in love with it. I don't know. Do I need to just keep this myself? Am I even in the position to do so? It's getting more and more packed out here. People are sitting down. It's getting a bit more crowded out here. I guess people have finished dinner. It's coming up to 10, so I guess they finished dinner. Now they're coming over for a drink and a smoke after dinner. It's nice. Nicholas, the refurb on the Patek, I mean, it looks new. Looks brand new. It's stunning. That watch is stunning. It's a work of art. Not the most legible watch in the world, I gotta say. Some watches are just like clean and there's hands and a blank dial, and therefore it becomes very easy to read the time at a glance. But that one's a bit more complex, but that's fine. Vega to Marco. What do you think about the Yachtmaster Titanium? I was just talking about that. One of the members of the channel has that watch. He just showed up. He's in the Whiskey Cigar Lounge, the WhatsApp group, and he just put a photo of his wrist with that. And I was like, "Wow, you're the first person I know with one of those." And he got it from the AD. I'm like, Jesus, someone's in someone's good books. I think it's gorgeous. I mean, I've never had one on the wrist or in the hands, so I have to just go on photographs, which is a handicap, you know. This guy's really fucking loud. I think I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna move over to a different table. This is fucking too much. He's all excited. He's excitable. I'm actually moving closer to other people, but I don't think they're as loud as that dude. That guy's voice is like a jackhammer in my head right now. Especially with the hangover I have. That's actually better. I'm wearing a woolen scarf that my ma sent me for Christmas. I have a lot of beautiful scarves, Italian cashmere, blah blah blah. But in the end, the warmest one is the fucking Irish woolen one. Saving my life right now. I've been wearing it every day when I leave the house. It's not very long, so you don't get to do all the fancy ties of it and all that, but I don't care. It's still... The Irish know how to stay warm. Ray, how's it going, man? Watch the video on YouTube. Posh wannabe who says, off how watch YouTubers make money, you not in it. Well, all right. I could make a video on that. It's not all the same. It's not just one revenue stream. There's different. You have to kind of have multiple revenue streams. So, how's the hair, guys? I think I'm getting a bald spot. No. It's the last thing it'll ever happen to me. The Irish had to learn how to stay warm. Yeah, I mean, listen, this thing is... It's like my favorite scarf. It's not fancy or anything. It's just functional. It's very cute. It's very nice, kind of gray, and you can't see it. It has a kind of gray inner. It's actually quite... It is quite stylish. I take that back. But what's important is that it's warm as F. That's what matters. Looking sharp? Am I sharp? Oh, I'm always sharp. You know me. I'm stylish. In my years, in my 30s, I was a leather jacket guy or a motorcycle jacket guy with ripped jeans and big boots. That was my look. Now I'm older. Now I have to wear fancy cashmere coats and Italian leather gloves and stuff like that. Because that's what you do when you get older. I saw a couple on TikTok who just moved from the United States to Italy. They made that move. The internet is full. Oh my god, it's about to get really loud out here. A bunch of fucking mad lads just arrived. These guys are going to be fucking really loud. Fuck. Anyway, we'll deal with it. I'll keep the mic close so you guys can hear. So, yeah, this couple had moved. They moved to Florence, and it's just document. I guess they're trying one of these channels where they document their journey, and it's this whole thing. And they're on the plane, and they have to pack up all their stuff and leave early. And they're on the plane. They land in Florence and they have an apartment. And I've just been the prick that I am. I left a comment. I was like, first things first, teach your husband how to fucking dress. You're in Florence now, dude. Because he's got the baseball cap on and the fucking shorts and the... I'm like, oh my god, you're going to have to drop that pretty soon. You're in a place now where men dress like men. I don't think they liked my comment, but that's okay. That fucking dog. You know what that is? That's a fucking idiot owner. That's a person who has no control over their animal, no earthly idea how to command a canine in any way, and what you have is an unearthed, uncontrollable animal. I feel bad for the animal, but that's always the case. People have no idea how to own animals. That's a hill I'll die on. Most people should not have the animals they own. If that dog knew anything about discipline, if that dog saw his owner, who's a big, lanky, stupid, grinning moron, I'm not going to show you him, but you can picture it in your head. If he saw his owner as a master, he wouldn't behave that way. Andy K, still loving the Alpinist video, shot in Cortina. Well, I did that with my daughter, didn't I? That was years ago. That was a great one. Yeah, I was up in the mountains. The double pets are a privilege, not a luxury. Pets are a responsibility. I'll go farther than that. They're a responsibility. And the canine is a descendant of the wolf, so therefore it has a pack mentality, pack programming in it. No matter how cute and cuddly you think your fucking dog is, it's still in its brain, it thinks there's a pack. It thinks there's a leader who commands. And if it doesn't find one, if it doesn't see one, it assumes that it's the leader. And it tries to take that role. I don't care how many cuddles you give it. I think I should probably get my order in for my second round here as soon as I can, because it's getting fucking wild out here. All these young Venetian. Cara, posso chiedere un altro giro uguale? Grazie. She always listens to me because I tip. I'm the only person here who will tip her. Times are awful with tips. Please and thank you. If your house was a bar and you asked the dog what the owner did, the dog would say, You're the waiter. Wow. Well, not in all cases. Some guys know how to manage an animal. My uncle passed away a couple of weeks ago. I didn't talk about this on the channel, but I was trying to get photos of him, and I reached out to all sorts in the family trying to get photos of the man, and they just did not deliver at all, really. So I was kind of embarrassed that, if I'm going to talk about my uncle that passed away, I can't even show you guys some fucking photos of him. He was a handsome fella. Anyway, I think he's a bit of a vagabond, a bit of a loner. He traveled the world. That's why I wanted to talk about him, because his stories are fascinating. His stories are unbelievable. Maybe I'll talk about him next week. But I'll tell you some of his stories, which are just outrageous. Because he traveled the world, he lived in all sorts of places. A real free spirit. Running away from demons, I think, probably, but that's another conversation. But he had a dog, Joey, beautiful big German Shepherd. And Joey would eat, when he ate, he would eat once a day, and he would fast on a Wednesday. Every week on a Wednesday he would fast, and Joey would fast. And it was the perfect example of how the master, the caring, loving master, handles their animal. And it was incredible. Joey would come in and he would say Joey, and he would point, and Joey would just stay in that place. He'd point to the corner and go, "That's where you are." And Joey would sit happily and not budge. And we'd be like, "Can we give Joey some food?" He's like, "Don't give him anything. It's fine." And we go over to Joey. Wouldn't even look at our food that we're even. There was just no question of disobeying his master. It was the happiest, healthiest dog I've ever seen in my life. And he was a botanist, was a gardener and stuff. He was mad intelligent gardener. But that's the lifestyle he liked to lead. He liked to work on the land. And Joey would come with him on all his jobs. He'd be in the back of the truck. Astonishing. Hey, the Meredith. Great to see you, brother. Impromptu stream, been a while. Yeah, I just figured I'd do one. Today's been a slow day. Oh, grazie mille.
Contanti o carta?
Contanti. Sempre meglio, vero?
Sì,
Busy.
uguale.
E i busy sono belli.
Per me è sempre uguale. Grazie.
Grazie. But anyway. And then one day, Joey was stolen. Joey went missing. And Eamon insisted for years that he was stolen. Because he was such a beautiful, perfect specimen. And probably brought to some farm somewhere. And it broke his heart. It was his best friend, his only friend. And it broke his heart, and I saw my uncle's mental health decline slowly after that. He already was a little bit, he had some demons in the back of his head. But losing Joey that broke him. It's a big regret I have, because when I was in Ireland, what was it, last year? I was there last year, but the year before I was there to film the documentary, right? And I met up with my cousin, and we're both fans of my uncle, and we're both fans. And I said, where the hell is Eamon, Where in the world is he? Is he back living in the Black Forest? Or is he back in India? Or like where? Or is he still here in Ireland? My cousin said he's out somewhere in Tipperary. He's in some fucking cottage in the countryside. And I said I gotta go find him. And my cousin said his health has declined heavily, and he was in a car crash and stuff like this. I said, oh shit. But I still wanted to go find him. Anyway, in the end, I didn't get around to it. He just passed away 2 weeks ago, so it's one of my big regrets that I didn't make the efforts. And the lesson here is, of course, make the effort while you can. Because you never know. DJ, 20 euros. Hey, man. No question. Just thanks for the live stream. Hey, man. I didn't expect to do one. I was just sitting here and I was like, I'll go live with the lads. Why not? I'm puffing my smoke heavily because I know it's going to push people away. Where's Henry? Hey man, good to see you. Late to the stream. Is that the Irish pub? Yeah man, Slineshed. Yeah, it's Irish pub, look. It just got mad busy like 10 minutes after I started the stream. Now it's chaos. I don't know if you guys can even hear me, can you? If you can't, just let me know. I'll move. I guess I could walk, or I could go over to Rialto. Ticking time, miss my super chat. How do you know I miss your super chat? The world hasn't ended yet. The stream hasn't ended yet. I'll get around to it. Give me a minute. I know it came through. Give me a minute. Sorry, I'm losing grip here with this so-called stand. Taking time. $10. Next drink on me. Love the random live streams. Thank you, brother. Very much appreciated. You see, can you see why I'm falling in love with this watch? The other one is really magnificent, but it's dark. This one has this bright ivory dial. It just has a certain thing to it. But for a $180,000 watch, it better, right? It better. God, look at that beer that girl's having. It's bigger than her. Love these Italians, man. Look at the size of her beer. That's a massive thing. Looking bigger than her. Sorry, I don't have a stand on me or anything. No. Prete. Grazie. I need a beer now. I just got a second. It was actually sunny today. It was actually a nice day. It wasn't warm, but it was sunny. We've had Aqua Alta here. Forgot to mention that last night. Simone got to his store the other day in the morning and the fucking thing was flooded. The whole store was flooded. It's a complete disaster. Yesterday I saw him and I helped him put all his desks in his back office up on these little stands, these little stilts. They're about a foot high. We had to put his desks and his chairs and everything on these little stilts. Because he's like, when I get in the morning, it might be flooded again. Trump single glove look. No, it's just I have to. If I do this with a glove on, it's not going to work. Bring back the dress watch, says Stuart. Yeah, there's a certain thing to a dress watch, isn't there? You can't top Brigade, says a please and thank you. I think it's 70, 50. You're right, please and thank you. Brian says I think it's 70.57 for 11K US dollars in Hong Kong is a steal. Well, I'm not sure why you would pay attention to Hong Kong. Are you going to fly to Hong Kong to get it? Because if they ship it to you, you're going to be hit with tariffs, and even before the tariffs, you'd be hit with some heavy import fees. You always find them cheaper in Hong Kong. You can find this in Hong Kong for thousands less than anywhere else, but would you want to? Unless you feel like flying there. Whenever I do a search on Chrono, I always exclude Hong Kong and the Far East. I'm just like, oh, let's do Europe and the United States. You know. Michael, hello. I'm a Burns night at the rugby club. Hey. Ray, how much does the tide rise during Aqua Alta? Well, when it becomes problematic, it reaches 1 meter. When it gets to 1 meter, it starts to flood the city. And they turn on the Mose at 110 centimeters is where they'll turn on the Mose, which will protect the city. And I think that's what they did today, because this morning was supposed to be pretty bad. But the Mose costs a lot of money, you know. But it can, when it's bad, it can get up to 135, 160. Remember back in the 2019? Was that 160, 170? Fucking Piazza was destroyed. City was destroyed. The problem is the Mose, when they want to engage the Mose, the electricity required is gargantuan. I think it costs the city like 300,000 euros just to turn the thing on. And they have to send out 80 crew to operate it and oversee it, because it's three. It's not just one Mose, there's three of them at all the entry points from the Adriatic. So it's a big operation and costs the city a lot of money. So they won't just turn it on willy-nilly. They wait for things to be drastic and then they turn it on. User, are Norcane good watches? I have no idea. Sorry, man. Michael, another Lagavulin arrives. See you later. See you later, man. Enjoy. Del boy, buonasera. Dinner out in Toscana tonight. And it's Milano Torino time. Good for you. How's the weather down there? Is it still cold? Or is it clearing up? Fucking January is like the worst. I think I should just go into hibernation in January. Just remain in bed for the whole month. See, bye. Go on hunger strike or something. Fucking freezing, Del boy. Oh, really? Ah, shit. Just another month of this, I think. It's already getting a little brighter and a bit more, livable here. I know New Yorkers are dying right now. It's like minus 15 or something over there. I don't miss that. And my asshole brother just sent a photo earlier. He was in LA, sitting out in the sun, having a spritz. He's like, "How's the winter treating all you fuckers?" I'm like, "You piece of shit." Quite a crowd now. They love the Irish pub on a Saturday. Italians out enjoying their evening. Italians know how to live, man. They know how to enjoy. It is Simon Hi from Westgate on Sea Kent, UK. He always says the same thing. Patrick Cullen, upvotes. Yeah, there's only 66. There's 230 in the room and only 66 upvotes. Ah, well. Hey, there's a super chat. £10. Cheers, oh, have a drink on me. Thank you, Steer Pike. Tell the lady in front of you that the fur coat is murder. I don't know if it's real fur. It might be. Also, there's a lot of ladies here that that inherit the fur from their mom, or from their grandmom. So there's no real reason to let it go to waste at this point. It's long gone. It's long done. You may as well let the animals that died to make that coat shine. What are you going to do? Throw it in the trash? It's a beautiful fur coat. Keep you warm. That's the best way to keep warm. Well, it might not be real. There's a lot of not real fur coats here. See, my glove doesn't work. Oh boy. InstaWarp. Roman Sharf did an on-stage interview recently at a collector convention. It's on the 0 to 60 channel. You'll find it interesting. Okay. Again, you should go and listen to John's new Substack about AI. It's very interesting. John L. Richards.substack.com. There's a user with £2. Norcane. I don't know anything. I'd like to pretend I do, but I don't. Chris is on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, -6 Celsius. That's not so bad. I've seen it. Of course, it's during the afternoon there. Tonight it's going to drop. I've seen earlier today, I looked at the temperatures, nighttime temperatures, and it was like -15 or something. I was like, fuck. Chad, good evening. Oisín coming here from St. Paul, where American democracy is being contested. We're keeping the whiskey flowing. That's always a good idea. Appreciate the reprieve. Hey, it's getting crazy. Did you see the Epstein files, guys? It's not good. It's not good. When he was debating Kamala way back 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and he was talking about abortion, and they were like aborting children in the 9th month or even after they're born, and everyone was like, "That's not a thing. That's not a thing that happened. What are you talking about?" Now we know why he was saying it, because that's what he was, to be very blunt and straight about it, the president was fucking young girls, kids essentially. And when they'd get pregnant, they'd let them have the baby, and then they'd dump it in a river. That's no longer a conspiracy theory now. They got to all his golf courses. They got to search those golf courses for remains of bodies. Those motherfuckers were up to some horrific shit. Not disputable anymore. The news is worse than you expected. Patrick, Nobel Peace Prize, the President of Peace. I mean, it's worse. It's like, can you imagine? Your daughter came home and her date was Jeffrey Dahmer. It's that bad. The news is way worse than you even thought it could be. Than even I thought it could be. So I guess some people don't care. I told you the boys would start getting loud. What am I drinking, Del Boy? I'm having a Kilkenny. I should put that in the frame, shouldn't I? And I'm having a Bushmill, a Black Bush, Bushmills. Breakfast of Champions. It's the first thing I've actually consumed today. It's actually not. I had a coffee this morning, but then I went back to bed. The cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast. Trump admin filed a motion to destroy all the evidence. Yeah, they're trying to destroy it already. Unfortunately for them, a lot of people have already saved the files. If you want to see them, you'll find them, some of them on TikTok, although TikTok is now being censored heavily. Or on Upscrolled. And by the way, thank you for all the people who followed me on Upscrolled. Myself and Dirk were talking about that last night. Upscrolled is the new... So basically this, I'm going to summarize it. TikTok was uncontrollable because it was Chinese. So therefore, the powers that be couldn't censor it. So we got to see the genocide in Gaza, the Holocaust, in real time practically. And all the stuff they didn't want us to see. And the world was kind of waking up a bit. So now, like some good Zio monsters, they bought TikTok. Larry Ellison now owns it in America. In order to quash the message. But like brilliant citizens, what we've done is we said, okay, fuck you, then we're going to a different platform. We'll just walk away. You spent billions on that. I hope you got a receipt. Because now we're all walking away and we're going to Upscrolled, which is downloadable everywhere in the world, and it's already the most downloaded app this past week in the world. Upscroll, get your ass on there if you want to see the truth. Uncensored information. Upscrolled. In 6 months, it'll be bigger than TikTok. The lads. Told you now they're saying a lot of porco dio, which is like one of the most brutal curse words you can use. Everything is porcotillo, porcotillo. Which doesn't mean anything to most of you, but if you're Italian, it's kind of offensive. If you're a Christian, it's offensive. I'm not, but porcadillo is not something I would say very often. Oh, the frightful young scamps. What are the temperatures here? It feels like about 5 degrees in Celsius. Do the math. When am I back in Dublin again, Patrick? I don't know. Vin, so you think Bill Clinton is innocent? What do you mean by that question? Why can't two things be true at the same time? Why do you have to be... See, that's the problem I have with soccer. That's why I don't follow soccer. You're either on one side or the other. Why does me talking about Trump being in the Epstein files mean that I must side with the others? No, I don't. I hate those cunts too. Bill Clinton isn't innocent of anything. Mind you, he was impeached on something a lot more insignificant. He was impeached for a blowjob, lying about it. Trump is a child killer. He's a child rapist and a child killer. There's no worse kind of person in the world. Kristi Noem is a animal murderer. She shot her fucking puppy. She didn't know how to fucking train it. He literally picked the worst people on earth. You would have been better off going to fucking North Korea and asking Kim Jong-un if he wants to run the country. You literally picked the most evil people in the world. Well done. Oh, Bill Clinton is a cunt. So is his wife. We hate those fuckers. Kamala's a bitch. Kamala and Joe... They oversaw the fucking genocide. They did nothing about it. Nothing. So fuck them too. I'm not their fan either. Just saying. I think between some fucking corrupt, classic Main Street politicians and a fucking child killer, I think I'll go for the former, thanks. There's full details in the files about how Epstein used to bring along young girls, 13, 14 years old, and Trump would do the honors. What were the honors? The honors were that he would have them strip off, and he would with his fingers measure their private area, like picking fruit off a fruit stand, looking for the freshest, looking for the best pieces. That's what they were doing. You don't. You're going la la la. No. It's not true. Well, you better keep doing that. It's fucking abysmal. Yeah, it's super gross, dear. Read it. It's all out there. Measuring the length of these girls and grading them. A, B, C, D. You voted for that. May you rot in hell. Amazing. Now the guy has the nuclear codes. Yippee! Hey, Del Boy, follow me on Upscroll. Hey, thanks, Del Boy. Set up your Upscroll there. You can put in your photo and your background and everything. It's nice. You know what I like about Upscroll, and this is totally arbitrary thing, but the text is very clear and typing is very accurate. I usually make a lot of spelling mistakes because of my big stupid thumbs. I'm always deleting what I just wrote because it thought I was saying something else. I always have those problems, and I didn't have it. I don't have it with Upscroll. Everything's nice and clear and spaced out. It's like, oh, good, fuck. Of course, now they're all saying it's anti-Semitic. Upscroll is anti-Semitic. Now an app is anti. It was little brown kids were anti-Semitic, and Angelina Jolie, and and now it's an app. Now it's an inanimate object, or not even an object, a program. Oh my god! It's the only card they've got, man. It's horrific. I always leave the same comment. I was pouring my tea just the other day, and I stopped and I realized how anti-Semitic that is. It's a fucking bizarre obsession. Out chasing skirt, eating. No. I'm just sitting here having a smoke and a drink. I don't chase skirt. I'm probably ruined because the years in the band I never had to. So it killed my game. I don't have any game because I never needed any. Whereas most guys out there had to just face rejection 20 times a night before some girl got drunk enough to go, "You're all right looking." There are actually a couple of cute girls. Please and thank you. They didn't do nothing, Ush. They funded it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's not like they stood back and they actually participated. Yes, you're right. Thank you for that correction, that distinction. You're right. Yeah, they're all as guilty, I'm just saying, like, yikes. A lot of people are like, "Oh, is this going to be the downfall finally?" I'm like, no, it won't. These cult followers are just going to go. They're going to turn the other cheek, or they're going to go, "Oh, it's AI, or it's all made up by the Dems," or whatever. They have their little purse right next to them, ready to open it and pull out their classic little defenses at any moment. It's not true. It's funny because the same crowd, including Trump himself, were like, "Release the Epstein files. The Epstein files." Now that they are being released and redacted and censored, it's like, oh shit. There's 279, and I just know from the price, from the money, the 279. I know it's Daniel Katz. I don't even have to read the name. I face rejection as a human. Do you? You're gonna move to Israel, Daniel, or Florida, right? Daniel, no. I don't blame you, man. Stay where you are. Fuck. Who the hell would want that now? Especially now. If I was a conscientious Israeli, I'd be very upset right now. I'd be like, you do realize you fucked it up, you guys, for all of us. You just made us hated around the world. Now I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life apologizing. I don't know. I can't read your name. I'm so sorry. But you're asking me what's on the wrist. It's the Brigade Tourbillon in gold. What's the tourbillon? If you want a tourbillon, you have to get Brigade because that's the real deal, the real tourbillon. It's actually for sale. Not because I don't like it, because it's not mine. I was delivered a bunch of extremely high-end watches by a friend of mine a couple of months ago. She sells like Hermes bags and Brunello and art and stuff, and she doesn't know a whole lot about watches, but she knows that I know a lot about watches. So she's like, I'm gonna fly to Venice. She had other intentions too, you know. She just recently divorced, so I think she was like, okay, I think I'm finally gonna fuck that guy. That's what I think that was her side objective, her motive. So she flew into Venice. I picked her up at the airport. She had a couple of watch rolls with her, with like literally the most stunning shit I've ever seen. She's like, your audience like this stuff. Maybe you can sell them for me. I'm like, okay. Tell you what, I want some of these. And I did. I grabbed a bunch of them. Beautiful. And the prices are crazy. I was like, okay, I can't turn this down. So this, I took a different Brigade. I took the 7067, which is a GMT. It's got two dials in rose gold. The thing is fucking outrageous. And I didn't take this one because it's a 39. It looks fine. I don't know what my problem is. I think I'm a little too sensitive about how big watches are. I'm not actually smoking a Toscano. I'm smoking an Italico. Anybody know these? Sorry, it's in reverse. Italico. Bruno. Italico. It's nice. Oh, sell the offshore and keep the Brigade. You think I should sell the... I would get probably 25, 26 for the offshore, maybe, if I'm lucky. In euros. I paid 30, just over 30. But that on the grey market, that watch has dropped a little. And I suppose that would cover this nearly. I think I should keep this and sell the offshore. Very different watches, right? One's very aggressive, and this is more gentlemanly. I'm wearing an Irish sweater, as you can see. I've got the Irish wool on. I've got the Irish wool scarf. I've got Irish socks on because Italian socks are garbage. It's the one thing Italians do not know how to make are socks. Like good warm socks. We don't wear. I mean, you wear little foot covers during the summer. It's not. You could barely call them a sock. They just cover the bottom of your foot so you don't fuck up your beautiful loafers during the summer. But during the winter, you want a good, hearty, warm sock. And the Irish know how to make them, and they're cheap.
No, cosa? Mentre lei camminava.
There's a pair I have in the house that I can't wear them out. I can't put them into a shoe because they're far too thick. They're not meant for that. They're meant to just like for walking around the house. They're like an inch thick Irish wool. They're like the greatest thing ever. When I'm in the house, I just walk around the house with these things on. Fantastic. Because these Italian homes, they don't have carpet, they have stone, you know. Everything's stone here because they have to deal with the heat. The idea of carpet under their feet during the heat is like a nightmare. But during the winter, you know, that stone gets cold, man. I need my socks. Paul Bird, I have to call. I had a call from my AD. Purchased the Yachtmaster Blue Dot. Ooh, nice. Didn't have the phones on play. Ah, shit, that can happen. Yeah, sometimes you get the call and it's at the wrong time. Damn, so you missed the. It was the Yachtmaster 40 with the blue dot. It's a beautiful watch. That's a beautiful watch. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, listen, happens to the best of us. Sometimes you don't have the funds ready, or you're waiting so long, you go ahead and spend the funds on something else, and then you get the call, and you're like, oh, damn. It happens, man. It happens. Mitch is asking for a band lift. Oh, is that the guy from last night on iBashers? There was some guy on iBashers last night saying, hey, you banned me when you were with that girl. I was like, what are you talking about? And I think what he meant was Palina. When I was sitting there doing the live with Palina, there were a couple, most guys were like, oh my God, I'm in love, or whatever. But some guys were a little bit, you know, less than kind. And she's like, oh, that's very rude. And I was like, well, all you have to do is do this and ban him. And she's like, oh, great. And her German nature came out. The German came out. The German Russian came out. And she's like, oh, this is great. I'm just going to ban that asshole. Ban him. She started banning people. I'll go in. I'll go find Mitch and unban him. You better behave the next time. Do you concur? Oh, the extremities are getting cold now, guys. The toes. What should I do? Should I bring you over to the piazza? I'm supposed to eat something at some point, but I guess that's not going to happen. It's probably for the best. I have to lose the Christmas weight. I could bring you guys to the... what they've set up in the piazza now is a big stage and everything for the Carnivale. So you might actually see some people out in their... it might be late now, but... see them out in their cloaks. It's very eyes wide shut. I wonder, do they have eyes wide shut parties here? Like, in some of the big palazzi, the big old palazzi, the old money, you know, the old billionaires. Do they do like some crazy orgies and stuff? They probably do. $92, $260 in the room and only 92 up, folks. Tim actually, gee. Team America making the world great again. She must have been that fucking deluded. Jesus Christ. I hope he burns your fucking country to the ground. I hope he runs it into the ground like he ran every other business and even casinos. You know if a guy's a loser when he fucking runs casinos into the ground. Literally the most profitable company you could possibly have. Easy money. I only hope you live to see it happen, man. Deranged. That's deranged syndrome. Did anybody see what happened to gold yesterday? So gold and even silver now was flying up. Gold was over 5,000. It's got crazy, which is not good news when the dollar has hit the bricks, which it has. It's on a 5-year low now. Some guy bought one of the watches there last week, and he forwarded me he's in America, and he forwarded me the bank transfer thing to show that he had, sent the money. And I noticed, because he sent it to me in euros, I noticed what the dollar, like what he had to pay in dollars to achieve that euro. I was like, oh my God, fuck. So sorry. But, yeah, gold was getting crazy. And so something wild happened yesterday. Everybody's trying to figure out exactly. It's the biggest drop in gold and silver prices in one day in the last 75 years. It's wild. He lost Daddy's 400 million. I know, the guy is fucking wild. It's astonishing though. Intelligent, successful men letting themselves down by defending that fucking child rapist. Astonishing. Fucking out of your minds. Does that mean that the prices of gold watches are going down? No, gold watches weren't affected because the truth of it is that a lot of people thought that. They thought, oh, well, if gold is going up, then my solid gold bluesy is going up. No. The solid gold bluesy was already priced way above its weight in gold. Way above. Because it's a watch, because it's a form, because it has a movement, because it's all of that. It's not just the gold. So as high as gold gets, it's not really approaching the price of the watch made in gold. Although there have been some videos where guys can't shift certain gold pieces and they want to make their money back and they melt the fucking thing down, they make their money back. Okay, but it's still pretty far off. I think it would have to go to, I don't know, 8 or 10,000 in value to approach the price it would be made in gold. Do you understand? So that's a fallacy, just to assume that your gold watch is going up in value. This thing is fucking solid gold, but it was, they don't make this one, they make a new one now, slightly different design, which is 170,000. And this went out on the market back in 2012, I think. It was 180 grand. That's way more value than the gold that's in there. Way more. So. Spence wants to see the new Coke. It might happen this year. They've been saying it for years. Maybe this is the good year. Touch wood. And anybody who owns a Pepsi, because assumably they'll discontinue the Pepsi if that happens. Anyone who owns a Pepsi might be like, hey, great. Now my watch will go up in value, which it probably will if it's discontinued. Yeah, stands to reason. By how much, I don't know. Steve, do you still have the full gold GMT? It's in the bank, my friend. I kind of didn't like wearing it very much, to be honest. It was very, very loud, very bright. Attracted a lot of attention. More than the bluesy, I thought. More than the bluesy. Tim, dollar will come back. It's temporary, of course. Well, certainly, but again, that's a cult member, right? Tim is a cult member. That's what you're looking at there. It's a condition. You're supposed to feel sorry for him. That's all you can do. He's got a condition. Meanwhile, while Biden was doing stupid shit that was fucking shit up, it was all like, see? Well, now it's like fucking shit up and it'll be fine. Don't worry. Our savior will save us. That's how you know you're in a cult. If the dollar dropped to a 5-year low under Biden, those guys would be like, you see, Sleepy Joe. It's just teams, man. That's why I don't follow soccer. I don't like teams. Don't like the idea of teams. It creates blindness. It's like love. Love is blindness. I don't want to see. Won't you wrap the night around me? Oh, my love. Love is blindness. It's a love affair. They have a love affair with a grotesquely overweight sycophant from Manhattan. Well, from Queens originally. How's that working? How's the price of eggs? How's your grocery prices? He never started any wars. Right now he's starting maybe the biggest war that's going to... He stopped 8 wars. Oh my God, you poor thing. You poor thing. Can I make you a cup of cocoa? There. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. By the way, he just signed a new thing of punitive measures against Cuba. That's brand new. Now, anybody selling oil to Cuba, like China's on, are going to be hit with extra tariffs. Anybody doing any business with Cuba is going to be punitive tariffs, a punitive embargo. Anybody who goes to that guy's party down the street isn't allowed in my party. Yeah. So if you go to his party tonight, you're not allowed in my party tomorrow. Yeah. Astonishing. This is fun. Steer, what do you think is going to happen with Iran? I think regime change is going to happen. They're going to take out the Ayatollah. This is what they've been gumming for years. The Israelis want that problem to disappear. They're infiltrating the protests. The Iranian regime is brutal. I mean, the Ayatollah is a fucking asshole. There's no doubt about that. But the problem is they're going from the frying pan into the fire. For Iranians, think they're fighting for their liberation, but actually they're going to wind up in an even worse situation. There's thousands been killed by the administration there, the protesters and so on, activists. It's going to be millions if the United States and Israel move in. They're going to kill millions. Whatever's happening now will pale in comparison to what happens. You have to be careful as well with Iran because you have Iranians that are like aware of the situation. Then you have a lot of Iranians. A lot of Iranians who ran away from the fight, right? A lot of Iranians in America making millions who walked away from their people and their country. And a lot of them are Zios. I think I've had a lot of arguments with Zios over the years, and I think the most intense one I ever had was with two Iranians. Two guys that was in I was on Park Avenue one night having dinner, and I got talking to these guys next to me. They were from Iran, but they weren't the kind of Iranians that I like. We got into it. Oh, fucking hell! Bootlickers. Veve, are you moving away from collecting Rolex? You know what, Rolex? I've been there, bought the T-shirt, right? I've done all the Rolex stuff that has to be done. I'd like a day maybe. I still love Rolex. I still think it's a great company. They give a lot to charity. They give most of their money they make to charity. People don't know that. 90% of their profits go to charity. They're a charitable fund. They're not masquerading as a charitable fund. They are a charitable fund. Look it up. Look how much money they put into the arts, to the environment, to children's education, to animal care. It's astonishing. And at the same time, they get to be one of the most badass watch brands out there. But yeah, I mean, when you have Breguet on the wrist or Vachon or AP, it puts things in perspective. Once I said it before, once you go up into Holy Trinity stuff or something like really crazy, you stop staring in the Rolex window with fascination. DJ, will I be selling the gold GMT? I think I probably will. I think I probably will. It's very easy to sell, and it's worth a lot of money. And it's a loud motherfucker. It's a very loud watch. Especially the numerals on the bezel in gold. It's really jarring. It's beautiful, but it's... I'm hearing all sorts of languages around me here. Spence, I worked for an Iranian guy who was a fucking mean bastard. Hey, not everyone's nice. It's a big country. Oldest culture in the world, oldest country in the world. Sitting on a lot of oil, with a lot of power and influence in the region. If America goes to war with Iran, it won't be because it's in America's interest. It'll be because it's in Israel's interest. America answers to Israel, always has. Plain and simple. David, one day CRM Miami, Florida. I like those guys. I like CRM. They seem like nice guys. I don't know them at all. I've never met them or anything. Never spoke about them, but they're nice. They seem like nice fellas. Jelafari, you've reached stage 3 of the watch collecting journey. Is that the last one, Joe? Or is there another one? Do I have to start going Richard Mille after this? I don't know. I think this is kind of more elegant than Richard Mille. The boys are moving, so things are going to get a little bit more calm here. Thank God. The boys, the lads want McDonald's. They're all exactly the same. All these young Venetians are all skinny, lanky, tall, which is so strange for Italy because Italians normally aren't that tall. But the Venetian lads are always tall, skinny fuckers with the same haircut. So funny.
Han hade ändå den mage. Men ibland kan man, ibland
Joe Farr says there's one more level. What's that? Like FB Jorn or what is it? He's not going to tell me.
du missar ju det. Men förra väldigt
Where's presence? Should JLC be up there in the trilogy? Absolutely. I think JLC should be one of the Trinity. They can boot AP if they want. I don't mind. I love AP. But they can boot it if they want. JLC were the makers of everything. They made everyone's movements for ages. JLC are kings, man. DJ, do you regret selling the bluesy? You seem to enjoy that more than any the gold GMT. Richard meal looks good on you. Thanks for the super chat, man. No, I don't regret it. I don't regret selling the bluesy. I still think it's a magnificent watch, and maybe I'll buy another one in the future. But no.
han var skitrolig att spela. Ja, han var
And I enjoyed that watch for what, 3 years? 2.5 years?
Det är därför jag tycker det är svårt att veta vem han är. Det är ändå minst konstigt.
The GMT is, as I've said, it's more my size, more bulky. It's not that the bluesy looked bad, it didn't. But, you know, certain photos, certain angles, I was like, eh. I don't know.
Niklas följde med också, jag kommer ihåg, ja. Vi borde få en ungdomsmål, du borde för
Frank Phillip, America backs the genocide's chosen people. It's biblical. Pick up a Bible, give it a read. I know, that's what it comes down to. Isn't it astonishing that, you know, a democracy like that, who touts itself to be anti-religious fundamentalism, actually turns out to be religiously fundamentalist, just for a different team. Go figure.
Den är så lång.
Motherfuckers. The waitress is trying to get rid of them. Look at them. She's trying to get rid of them. She's like, come on, McDonald's is around the corner. Go for it. They saw a hot blonde walk in. They all start cheering. And the boys, look. They're off to McDonald's now. They've had a beer. McDonald's around the corner. These Italicos are not as strong as the Toscanos. They're bigger, but not as strong. Works. Nice and quiet now, DJ. Yeah, it's because those fuckers split. They had one beer in them and then they don't have much money, you know, you have to remember. Little 21-year-olds. They got $20 to spend maximum. So it's one beer and then off to McDonald's. The finest Italian cuisine, I know. But it's the same thing, man. It's just the world, man. It's like they could have all the wonderful Italian food, but they're sick of it, And they're young, and McDonald's is it's a burger, It's fine. Steer Park. I wonder what it's like for youngsters growing up in Venice. Well, I know a bunch of them. It's a very alternative reality. I mean, they live on the water. Everything's strange. They all know how to operate a boat. That's second nature to them. It's a wealthy town. Like over the Christmas, my friends, they were all up skiing. They all went off over New Year's and the Christmas. They were all skiing. I was like, do you rent the skis? And they're like, no, we have our own skis. I was like, so skiing is like the thing in your life? Oh, yeah. I've never skied in my life. I can't. I've got bad knees. I can't ski. Yeah, they have a different reality for sure. Some of them are actually quite insular, because Venice is a small town. And traveling the world is probably very daunting to them. Julio, I love Cortina, and it's not far from Venice. It's not. It's an hour or two on the bus. There's no train that goes up there. You could drive up there in about an hour and a half. Cortina is nice. It's surrounded by all these slopes. You go up there to stay in a nice hotel and eat kind of warm, hearty food and sit out on the terrace of your hotel with a Prosecco. A lot of wealthy people in Cortina. And then, of course, there's all the different slopes. And the slopes have bars on them. I think in my alpinist video, I'm on a mountain. I'm way up in a mountain, on a ski resort at a beautiful wine bar where they have a full menu. I'm like, Jesus, it's fucking middle of nowhere in the middle of the mountains. The only way of getting up there is with the cable car.
Voi siete in erba? Quanto state?
Great memories of Cortina. Hot chocolate. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, Joe. Lovely to have a nice hot chocolate on the mountains.
Sì, dammi mezz'ora.
That's a beautiful thing. Tim, it sounds like Aspen. Yeah, Aspen or Utah, right? It was the Sundance Film Festival, Robert Redford's thing. It's like that. When we played the Sundance Film Festival years ago, and we had the most fucking incredible hotel rooms. They were huge, massive apartments, and it was in a ski resort, and you just step outside, and it's fancy restaurants, and then you can walk over and get straight on the cable car and go skiing for an hour. It's the ski culture is very, fancy, wealthy. It's the same here. Speaking of Iran, apparently the Iranians have amazing ski slopes too. It's a whole ski culture there too. I wonder, do they have the morality police up there too? Something tells me no. Time is it? Sure. Time's getting on. Has paddle hit Venice yet? What do you mean? I don't know what paddle is. Like on the water, you can't do that. You can't. There's no activities on the water in Venice. It's not allowed. Snowboard in Cortina, yeah. This time and tested $5 US. Thanks for doing the live stream. Thanks for doing the live stream. Thank you for the super chat. I'll go walking then because I'm getting cold.
Perché noi abbiamo ancora, noi siamo molto, il Veneto per certi versi è molto più simile al sud che a certe parti del nord, perché in realtà contadina cattolica. Sì, vediamo come gli basati, però in realtà contadina no, secondo me
Is the watch up close? Pretty. For gay prettiness. All the Americans are coming down there sitting outside. Get talking to people. See Cadario. DJ. That would be at the end of the night if it were to happen. Unless I take the bus. If I take the bus. See, so vai. You can grab it. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Hey, man. If I take the bus from around the corner to go to San Marco, then you can see the Cadario. $1 $20. Thanks, man, for next drink. All right. Yeah, I gotta move because the feet are getting cold. It's getting. You guys see Jupiter? It's fucking crazy these days. Look. It's right over by the moon. That's it there, look. Fucking crazy. It's on full display these days. Alright, I guess I'm walking. He's left. There's just one left, so I'll leave the pack. Go for a walk.
No, sen har du ju de free.
You get on the boat. If there is one. This is Strada Nuova. Strada Nuova means the new street. I guess it's newer in comparison to other streets. I think there might be a boat because I see people walking for it. Image stabilization. Yeah, sorry, I don't have my stand with me. I have to check the settings. This is Cadoro, famous. This is cool in here. Look at this. Look at that shit. See if I missed the last one. One, two, Rialto. 20, 34? Did I just miss it? I either just missed it or it's coming. I don't see it coming though. Fuck, it's gotten cold now. Fuck. Where's the other way? 51. This one in fucking 20 minutes. I'm not standing here. It's too cold out here in the water. Fuck. Yeah, that's Cadoro. Look. Screw it, I'm gonna walk. I don't see it. You guys see it? Nowhere to be seen. It'd be great if it did come. Oh, not to be confused with Cadario. No, this is not Cadario. This is Cadoro. A lot of people are arriving now. They're taking that one. That's the one they're taking. Going the other way. They're all going for the train station. Wrong way for me. Oh yeah, it's coming. I can see it. Great. It's a few minutes away. I think I got another super chat. Oh yeah, Joe. Thanks, Joe. It's a nice hotel. I can't remember the name of it. It's nice. Yeah, there it is at the next stop down. I can zoom on this thing now, right? God, it's freezing out here on the water. Fuck. I think what I'll do, guys, I don't think I'm going to go to the piazza. I'll show you the view from the boat. And I'll just let it bring me home because I'm so fucking cold. The temperature has dropped a lot. So Cadario is what we base those new watches on. And there was the marble one, but it sold out. Because that whole facade is marble, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the boat. I'm going to go inside where it's warm for a minute just to fucking heat the bones for a sec. And then I'll step back out and show you guys the view. And you'll see Cadario and other buildings. Peggy Guggenheim's house. Did anybody watch that documentary I posted on Instagram about Peggy Guggenheim and her life? It's fucking fascinating. So I'll show you guys that. You get a nice view of like late night Venice on the canal. Literally, we're going down the canal. And then I'm going to go home and make dinner in the house. Because it got too cold. If I go to the piazza now, I'll be like, ooh. Here it comes. I have to dispose of my cigar. Here she is. Water's already pretty high. You can tell because walking up that ramp, you feel the incline as you go up. You can tell the water's already getting very high. The piazza might already be a little bit flooded. That's real. So cold. I'm freezing. Shit. Reason, thank you. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'd love to show. I'll show you more in a minute. Just let me heat my bones for a second, because I'm like, fuck. I'll step out in a minute. After Rialto, I'll step out. Thanks for the live chat user. Yeah, man. Warm up. I know. You know, honestly, I should just go to a warmer city during these months, because it's fucking brutal here. You know. Wrap up Barcelona in the winter. I don't think Barcelona is much warmer. I should be going to fucking the Maldives or something. Nix, is it colder than Ireland? I think it's probably technically colder, but Ireland always feels cold. Even when Ireland is warm and sunny, it still feels cold. Ireland just has a different thing going on. There's always wind. At least there's no wind tonight. We had the winds. We had the Bora winds like a couple of weeks ago. And oh, fuck. They come down from the mountain tops, from the snowy tops. You know, all the bars are closed. I'll tell you, January is like nothing's open. Everybody shuts down for January. Clooney has his villa on Como. Como's not warm either right now. That's not warm there. He's not there. He's not fucking there right now. He's gonna go where things are more comfortable. That's what you do when you have multiple houses around the world. Tenerife, yeah. Bob, yeah. Cyprus is great for a few years. Or was a few years back. Cyprus, yeah. Irish coffee time. Oh, I'd love an Irish coffee right now. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go home and make dinner, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the view from the canal. Hot toddy weather, yeah. If I had some whiskey in the house, I don't have any whiskey in the house. It's just January. I swear to God, I should just like hibernate in January. Rich, he thinks it's cold there. Tonight we're going down to 1 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I've never liked the cold. Some people love it, and they have a higher tolerance. I don't have any tolerance for it. I've no fucking time for the cold. Sorry. It's nice when you're in a wintry wonderland, skiing or whatever, and all wrapped up. But then I'm over it. Within a day, I'm over it. GG, come to southern Florida. I know Florida. That's why people move there, isn't it? It's always good weather. Miami, great weather. That's why you do it. Now, there's a lot of charm in the cold here. I do get it. My problem is I was sitting out at that bar, just like not moving for ages. So now all my extremities are freezing. I'd be fine if I was inside the bar. But you can't do that. You can't stream from inside the bar. There's no signal or whatever. I don't get to do that in the streams. You know. Okay, I'll show you guys some canal. Scusate. Oh, scusa. It's the water as well. Like, it's one thing being cold, it's another thing being cold on the fucking water, you know? That's a great spot up there. I should have gone up there. They have heaters. Okay, I'll go up there for one last drink. I'll see if I can get up there, okay? I can have another smoke in there. If there's heaters up there and I can show you the view of the canal from up there, what do you reckon? Anybody want to super chat me for that? Doing this for you guys. I'd rather be home where it's fucking warm. Yay. Okay, well, super chat it, fuckers. So that means I get off at this stop here and I walk through around. We'll see if they have a spot up there I can get under the heaters. I actually stayed at that hotel when they opened about 7 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. When they renovated the place. I was one of the first guests there, believe it or not. Little did I know back then that I'd be living here. There's all the gondolas parked. Let me just check my... Yeah, it's fine. Okay, DJ. Okay, £20. Alright. Thanks for putting your money where your mouth is, DJ. Oh, fuck.
Highlights des Jahres sind alle zwischen November und Februar. Skifahren? Ja.
Sotto Portico, La Pisana. Go through here? Yeah. This church, here's an interesting thing. This church is open 24/7. Their doors are open. If you want to go and sit in the church at any hour of the day. In fact, there are people in there, look. It's like 11:30. There's people in there. It's a cool little courtyard. This is Sotto Portico del Traghetto. Ooh. Tell you one thing, if they make an Irish coffee up there on the roof, I'm having it. Let's see if they refuse me. It's Saturday night. Should be all right. Might lose the signal for a bit here though, going in. Buonasera. È ancora aperto il baretto sopra?
Quante persone?
Una persona.
Sì, ancora aperto.
Ok, grazie. Fanno l'Irish coffee per caso? No? Il Irish coffee, quello col whisketto? Non sa. Ok. Dai, proviamo. Is up. Is it this way? No. It's this one. I should really button up this card. I'll do that in a minute. Terrazza. Buonasera. Buonasera. Un Irish coffee lo fate?
Siamo chiusi come il shaker.
Ah, Gesù, mi hanno mandato su.
Sì, però fino a
Mezzo-
mezzanotte, però no cocktail fino a mezzanotte.
Oh, no
Gin
cocktail.
tonic, se vuole altro, no.
Ma un whisketto allora?
Sì, sì, quello sì.
Facciamo faccio un Lafroig 10 liscio.
Com'è?
Lafroig
La frog liscio.
liscio, faccio un doppio.
Un doppio
Un
liscio.
doppio, mi metto fuori. Grazie. I got a scotch. That's exactly what I did. And they have heaters and they have rugs look, for the legs. Look. Look at that view, guys. I'm gonna ask for some hot water with the whiskey. Col whisketto è possibile avere un po' di acqua calda?
Calda, non vengono d'acqua e ghiaccio, quello dell'acqua.
Oh, sto ghiacciato. Acqua calda, sì, lo butto dentro, faccio una roba così. Sì, sì, sì. Grazie, gentilissimo. Yeah, the view is beautiful, isn't it, guys? Look at that.
Ecco qua.
Ah, grazie, gentilissimo.
Prego, lei.
Magnifico.
Acqua calda così, sì.
Sì, perfetto, grazie. So I got a big Lafroig, big monster. And I'm gonna put hot water in it. I'm gonna use this as a stand for a minute because I'm gonna button up my cardigan. Wow. View up here is fucking unbelievable. Even though the night sky is amazing. That bartender looked like Johnny Depp, didn't he? Like the new Johnny Depp, who wears the weird blue glasses. Trying to open a cigar here. Now, here goes one of the last buses toward the train station. Nice big hot whiskey. That'll fix me. Oh yeah, baby. I can't make my own Irish coffee, but but I can make a hot toddy, which is what I did, without the cloves and the sugar and the honey. It's nice up here. Oh yeah, the hot whiskey. Woo. There's $5 from Josh. Thank you, Josh. Paul, do you do much music? Still photography? Yeah, I mean, the episodes you mean with the music in the background and me using the big camera? Yeah, I mean, there's more of that on its way. This is just a live stream, man. What a bird. Look at that. Some fucking seagulls. All in gangs. Saturday night, all the boys. The boys are out. Where this building is over here. Nice view. Stunning. Hey, the upvotes are pretty decent. 200 in the room. 50 people split in the past 10 minutes. I don't blame you guys. But there's 140 upvotes. And there's a taxi. All the gondolas are parked down there. Look. It's crazy. Crazy town. Just a weird town. Oh my god, this is fucking saving my life right now, this shit. I got a Lafroig, 10-year-old Lafroig. Watch check. Doing Breguet. Breguet Tourbillon. I'll hold this in my hand. You can see the clock tower from here. That's rare.
But it's nice. It's worth it.
Yeah, that was the moon. And Jupiter. Jupiter right next to it. Never mind that little dancing light there. That's the iPhone's stupid camera has that little green dot. Ignore that. That's not. But you see the dot over next to the moon? That's Jupiter. But look, you can see the clock tower from Piazza San Marco. There she is. Wow. Look at these apartments. Rooftop apartments, high apartments. It's a nice hotel, H10. I was here with my girl years ago. We were about to leave Venice. I'm very spontaneous, last minute kind of guy. I'm not a planner. I never plan anything in my life ever. Everything happens usually the day of. And we were leaving. We were leaving Venice. Where's the microphone? It's there. We were walking across the Rialto down there on our way back to the train station to go back to Vicenza. And I was like, why are we going? Why are we leaving this amazing city? We love it. I was like, why don't we just get another hotel and stay another night? And she was a real no person. Just like, oh no, don't spend the money. Oh no. I was like, no, how about yes? Don't you like that word? So we're crossing the Rialto. And I just got on my phone. I looked up and there was good prices here at this brand new hotel. I was like, okay, we're booked in. She's like, you're fucking crazy. I was like, no, I'm the sane one. So we came in and they had just opened. It was their first night. And there was no one here. There was no one in the hotel. And we walked in and I just booked a regular room, but they were like, do you want an upgrade for like $60? And we're like, fuck it. And they give us this massive suite with a balcony. And they served us breakfast in the morning. We had the doors open on the balcony, and we were watching the gondolas go by. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. But we were up here at the bar. We were the only people here. We were sitting over there, and there was no one here yet. Hey, there's the bell. Can you hear it? Let me unplug I'm going to unplug the microphone for a sec so you guys can hear them. I can actually hear the bell from here. It's actually ringing. It's midnight. Oh, that's beautiful. What a sound. Nothing like that. There's the last boat. That's the boat that would take me right to my house, guys. Now I have to walk it. Because of you guys. That's my last hope. Leaving right in front of me. That's going to stop there. I could have grabbed it. Had they turned me down, I would have been back on that boat. But they didn't. So now I have my hot whiskey. This guy's got his mask on, look. He's having a smoke. Good for him. Room with a view. Yeah, it was great. Like they were like, our breakfast is from blah blah blah. 7 to 10. And I don't know why they serve breakfast at 7 a.m. Fuck off. We're here on holiday. Like we're not up at 7 in the morning. You want to sleep in when you're on holiday. They should be serving breakfast from 10 to 1 p.m. That's what they should be doing. But hotels don't do that. Hotels are weird. But I was like, I don't want breakfast at 7 or 8 in the morning. I was like, can we have it to our room, please? And they were like, certainly. What time would you like it? It's available till 10. I was like, 9:55, as late as possible. And they brought croissants and coffee and all the stuff on a big platter, and we're sitting there with the fucking big doors open on the balcony. I think you can probably see the balcony from here. It's down there somewhere. You can't see it. Oh, there it is. No. Anyway, that was great. You gotta live your life, guys. It's about spontaneity. Check it out, like this apartment over here, look. Ah, fuck. I want to wear my gloves, but I can't. See this apartment here, look. They have Netflix on the TV, look. Because even when you live in such an astonishing place with that amazing view, you're still sitting in your apartment watching Netflix. Life is actually incredibly normal, even in an amazing place like this. There's a workman's boat. These guys do deliveries and stuff like that. He just dropped off his friend. Possibly using VPN, says Julio. I don't know. They have Netflix here. No sound. No sound? Is there no sound, guys? You can hear me, right? Let me know if you can hear sound. Sounded good. Okay, whoever said no sound, you've just muted your computer and you don't know it. Oof. Thank God for this scarf. Good Irish scarf. As I said earlier in the show, I have tons of lovely Italian cashmere scarves, but none of them compare to the good old Irish wool scarf. Whoa. Whoa. This is the best one. I got it from my ma for Christmas. It's not long, unfortunately, but it's fucking warm. Thank God. George is like, I was out here for a few minutes in Detroit. Oh, it's freezing there, is it? Kieran Slavin, the watch, the whiskey of the month. I haven't been drinking much whiskey, but I'm enjoying this. This is a Lagavulin. Or no, it's Lefroy. Beautiful view, lovely stars out.
1-0 just one? One and one. Because we close the check, we close it for 10 minutes.
All right. You want to pay for it now, then?
I think he's doing last orders. What do you reckon? One more? One more whiskey?
You can bring it down to some.
See if he wants to give me one. You want to super chat me that? Or PayPal it? That's even better.
If you want to cook, but you can close the 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. We'll just pay the bill now, then, and we'll have backup at our hotel.
We'll just leave it.
Guys closing out accounts. These are all guests at the hotel, I assume. That's where I'd be. I'd be on the rooftop bar of the hotel. You can just stumble down the elevator to your room. What's better than that? Posso chiedere un altro uguale a quest'ora per finire la serata?
Lei ha la camera qua?
No, ma sono vicino di casa. Io abito là.
Io devo allarmare tutto e chiudere e mandare anche via tutti, sa.
Vabbè.
Glielo faccio volentieri, se lo può finire giù nella hall, volentieri sì.
Ah,
Da
sì.
qua devo tra 10 minuti.
Ma guarda che lo butto giù. Lo butto giù in 2 secondi, eh.
Sì, ho ancora 10 minuti.
Ok, allora facciamo il whisky doppio e con l'acqua calda. Grazie, gentilissimo. Grazie mille. See, you have to have a certain charm, and you have to speak in their kind of local lingo, and they kind of get it, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna fuck over a local," you know. They'll fuck over a tourist. They'll be like, "Sorry, sir, we're closed," but the local goes, I didn't say I live down there. When I say I live down, I can say su, which is down, but I say zo, which is the local way of saying down. So I abito zo. And they hear your lingo and they go, oh, he's from here. Let's not be a bastard. He's like, are you a guest at the hotel? I was like, no, but I live down the fucking street, dude. Local. He's like, all right, I'll go. Why not? One last one for the road, because I have to walk now. Because of you fuckers, I have to walk home. At least I'm on the right side of the river. At least I have that going for me. We're still long. It's still mad long, because the canal goes in an S shape. I'm on the wrong side of the S. I have to do that. It's going to be fun. Oh, look at that. Incredible speed. Grazie, gentilissimi. Wow, that was fast. Here we go. Another big fat whiskey. Monster Lefroy. Facciamo adesso. Faccio... Quanto è?
84.
Allora, ti do... Vediamo se ce l'ho.
Dopo facciamo solamente la carta.
Solo la carta.
Sì, non facciamo i contanti.
Facciamo così. Posto?
Serve la coppia?
No, no, grazie. She says grazie mille, which means she's not Italian. She's probably Czech or something. How do you say cash? Contanti. Contanti is cash. Contanti. But here in Venice, local ways of saying contanti is like beezy. Beezy means beans. It's a local way of saying I'll pay you with beans. It's like I'll give you cash. If you say te pago beezy, they go, oh, he's local. But if you say tobacco contanti, they don't know where you're from. So next time you're in Venice and you want to pay with cash, you want to seem like the cool kid, go, tobacco busy, settle. Mille, exactly, Julio. Not Mila. She goes, grazie Mila. I was like, okay, she's learning. She just came to town and she got a job at this hotel. Good for her. Oh my god, this fucking hot whiskey is saving my ass. But I am ready for the good weather to come back. I'm done with this. Hey, I could be, as some of you guys say, I could be elsewhere. Like New York is freezing. Hot toddy, DG. Yeah, you did say it. You're right. And that's kind of what I'm having. Actually, I prefer just hot water and whiskey. I don't need the honey and the cloves. I don't need all that shit. I'll just give me the whiskey with some hot water. That's fine. That works. An ice cube? No, I'm not taking ice cubes. He was gonna bring me out with, like iced water. I'm like, are you fucking joking me? I don't have iced water right now. You're gonna kill me. Oh, how long is the walk back, Sky? It's a good 20 minutes walk. I'm on the right side of the river because I can go around, but it's a long. It's gonna be a long ass walk. I don't know if I'm gonna put you guys through it because I don't have a stand. I don't have the gimbal, so it'll be all shaky and all that. So I don't think I'll put you through it. This guy's singing. You know what? I'm gonna go take a leak. So I'm gonna leave my phone here because I think it's safe. So you guys can look at the canal and watch the boats go by while I take a leak. How about that? Oh shit. Is that gonna sit? Okay, just look at the view for a minute. I'll be back. It was still here. Okay, so super chat for the walk home. If you want to see the walk home, otherwise I'm gonna shut this shit down. This dude with a mask was singing, was he? He's doing opera. Drink and vote safe. Yeah, I mean, it's just people from the hotel. I think they're gonna walk over and grab your shit. It's not gonna happen. Hey, Daniel Katz. Thank you, brother. Daniel, I was in Venice, lost my phone in minutes. Yeah, you had some bad luck. I remember that. Kind of marred your experience, unfortunately. It's quite a bar, though. Look, my drink is sitting there. Look at the drop. If I slip my drink, this is cool up here. I like coming for drinks up here. Sometimes I come up here with Simone after he closes the store. It's nice, especially during the summer. It's magnificent up here. So yeah, as you can see across the way, we've got all the gondolas parked for the night, and the taxis parked for the night. Look, Gigi has the food here. I don't know. I've never had food here. When you come to Venice, you don't have food in the hotel. You go wandering into the little streets, and you find the little nooks and crannies, all the real food that the Venetians eat, not the tourists. You don't want what the tourists eat. The menu here probably has a fucking cheeseburger and fries, It's like the Brits in Benidorm, And chips and eggs, por favor. So you don't want that. No, you check in, you drop your bags, you get freshened up, you get dressed up nice, and you go out into the city. You start exploring. Right? That's what we do. As civilized Men. I have to say these whiskeys are perfection. I got 2 doubles, so that's 4. I had 4 whiskeys with hot water. But I didn't get a super chat for the walk home. If you guys want to see the walk home. Otherwise, I'm just going to bolt. I feel like there might be a full moon tomorrow or... No, the day after tomorrow. It's waxing right now. I think it's 2 days out. When's the full moon? 2 days from now? Look at Jupiter, man. Look at her. Look at her. Scotty, yeah, super shot. Okay. Who's this? Hinken Vinken? Cheers, Oisín. Going to Geneva tomorrow. I pick up Pelagos FXD. I like that watch, actually. I could use one of those. Got a good deal. If it doesn't fit, I'll flip it. Good boy. Thanks for the 5 Swiss francs. And Andriy Levchun, 10 euros for the walk home. Thanks for the evening, man. Take care of my daughter. Is taking care of my daughter these days. She got sick. Oh, she got sick. Oh, that's bad. Sorry to hear that. At least she has you to take care of her. That's what matters, right? The hotel I'm at, Sky, is the H10. And it's in like the Rialto region on the canal. It's called the H10. Oh, stupid name. But it's a nice spot. Look at that shit. This bunch are having a great time. I think they're Germans. The weekend in Venice. What do the Germans call Venice? Is it still Venice? Or do they have their own word for it? Yeah, that's one hell of a spot. Daniel, your super chat didn't count, Dan. Well, come on, $6. I have to fucking walk home with the phone. I have to hold the phone up like this as I walk home the whole night. It's a workout for the deltoids, for the shoulder muscle. I could walk with the phone by my, just hang my hand down, but you won't see anything. You're probably going to see some of the Venice that you don't see normally on the channel because I'm a little bit outside the areas where I normally bring you guys. So at least the first half of it is going to be probably fairly new. I don't know. They're not German. I think they're Russian. I don't know what they are. Oh, are they Portuguese? Are they Brazilian? Portuguese? Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what language they're speaking. All right. I finished my whiskeys, my 4 whiskey, my 2 doubles. Honestly, that gave me the courage to do the walk. They're Swiss. Are they Swiss? That's not French? That's not. Is that Swiss German? Does Swiss German sound like that? Sounds like fucking Portuguese to me. I need to learn more languages. Oof. The smoke is good. There's a boat still on? Oh, that's the two. That's the two. Fuck. Nah, I can't take that. I could take that, but still a walk. That's the two. That's the late night. That's the N. Actually, they call it the N at this era. The nocturnal. The letter N is associated with night time. Nocturno. Cool vibe up here. Great for spritz during the summer. There you go. I gave them free advertising. Now you're all going to be booking this hotel. It's actually a good hotel. There's a lot of shitty hotels in this area because it's Rialto and it's like Times Square in New York or something. But this one's decent. Now let's see if this stops at that stop. If it stops at that stop, I'm going to be really angry because I could have grabbed that. No, it's not going to do it. No. Nope. It's breezing on past. Told you. Corner pub is still open. No, it's not. Corner pub is... Well, they might be still... Hey, you know what? I'm doing the walk now because people sent me super chats. So I will be passing corner pub. Joe LaFaro, full moon tomorrow. Okay. Okay, that looks about right. I would have said the day after tomorrow, but I guess I'm wrong. Full moon tomorrow. Everybody stay safe, because full moon brings out the lunatics. Right? People get crazy on the full moon. Here's my drinks. These were my whiskeys. They were my hot waters. There's my receipt. I'm out of here. Time to go. He looks like Johnny Depp. Grazie, signore.
Grazie a voi.
Grazie mille. Did you hear what he said? Grazie a voi. He gave me the royal U. Did you hear that? Grazie, buona serata. Buonanotte. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Hey guys, I got through with my cigar. I just held it down next to me. I was like, he gave me the royal U. He goes, grazie a voi, which is like saying thanks to, it's plural, informal, which is very nice. Makes you feel kind of royal, you know? Thanks to sir. No, it's more than thanks to sir, because that would be grazie a lei. Grazie a voi is like Her Majesty, you know, it's like that. It's like very nice. Okay. Spooky walk home. Here we go. Fuck. It's the problem with Venice. You're really close to your house, but to walk there is a whole other thing. Look at this. Look at that. Check that out. I'm going to get on the main street, which is down here. Sorry about the camera shake. Is this perfumes? What's this? No, it's a woman's salon. Let me put my glove on. I gotta hold the camera and put the glove on while I'm holding it. Are there any ghosts? Yes. Who asked me that? Sorry, I can't do it now with my glove on because you disappear. Your message disappears. Are there any ghosts in Venice? Are you kidding me? This is the capital of ghosts. It's where they all are. There's the haunted houses here. I should just flip the camera though. Fuck, sorry. Okay, now you're gonna get a spooky walk home. There's the masks. La Bauta. That's a Bauta. But that one's in gold. Normally you see them in white. That's the most famous one. You've all seen Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, the Bauta. And then Tom Cruise has one of these on. And that's the Doctor. There's the classic Bauta. There it is, right there. That's a classic Bauta. The gang of people, I'll let them go by. I don't want them behind me. Kieran, going to NYC next week, 47th Street, yeah. You want to see the bottom barrel of civilization? 47th Street between 5th and 6th. Look at this. This is like little handmade shoes. Look at this stuff. Like kids' shoes. The authentic Venetian shoes. Handmade in Italy. Look at this. Wow. God, these stores are fucking magnificent, aren't they? Imagine going in, I think they sell jewelry. Yes, jewelry. Of course it is. But look, imagine like sitting inside there to buy jewelry and try on jewelry. You feel like a queen, right? Bring your wife in there. Look at that. All right, here we go. Time to walk. I'm actually happy to walk, to be honest. Last night was live stream with Dirk and me and hours and hours. Sitting down. So to get up, move the legs. I have to go through this way. what this is? This is the back of the Amman. I think this is the back of the Amman Hotel, guys. I think it is. I was guest. Well, I came for drinks. This is where you enter the Amman from the back. Yeah, it is. It is. They didn't have these when I first came. When I was invited to the Amman. By the way, the Amman is one of the most exclusive hotels on earth. And my friend is like a super billionaire, you know. He's one of the guys who had the. Remember, Audemars Piguet made a special series of their Royal Oaks in all different sapphires. Remember those? And there was only 2 sets made. They're 34 million for a set. He bought the second set. That's my mate. He's a fucking hilarious guy. So he invited me here. He was staying in like Suite A. You know, it's like 25 grand a night. He had his own private plane and all. But he's a real cool dude. And he was like, hey, dude, he bought a Submariner off me. I had a bunch of Submariners brand new for the AD. And that was during the spike. That's when they were going for 16, 17 grand. And he just fucking paid me, and I didn't hear from him for like 5 months. I was like, is he, like, where is he? But the thing was in the bank, and eventually I was like, I'm just going to get the call from this guy one day. So I did. That's exactly what happened. He just texted me one day, goes, hey, I'm in Venice. Do you still have that Submariner I bought? You know, what am I supposed to say? Like, oh, no, I threw it in the river, like, or I sold it. Like, what am I going to say? Yeah, it's still yours, dude. He's like, I'm at the Amman. Come see me at 5. I'm going to have drinks. I was like, at the Amman? Like, how do I even get to the Like, people arrive on a boat, a special boat to the Amman, but there is a back entrance, and this is it. And I was lost. I couldn't find it. Now they actually have sign. Look, now they have a fucking sign. They didn't have that. All they had was that. They had that little buzzer. And I buzzed that buzzer, and the fucking camera was they're looking at me right now for sure. And this thing popped open, and I had to walk through. Let me show you. Look at that shit. Like, I had to walk through this like stone pavement into the hotel. You don't go in. You can't just wander into the Amman. That's where Clooney got married. That's where Jeff Bezos was there when he got married. That's the hotel he stayed at. That was right there. That was crazy. That's the back of the Amman, guys. Right there. I'm losing numbers. Are you guys bored of this shit? Or am I losing signal? I don't know. Ponte della Moneta. This bridge, there's 450 bridges in Venice. This one's called Ponte della Moneta. There's graffiti everywhere.
The heck?
Okay, problem that guy had. There's a beautiful campo up here. They have an ice rink. That's a big ice rink in the middle there during the winter. Super chat from Scotty. Go back and push the button. Yeah, they're not going to let me in. It was very eyes wide shut. It was very, what's the password? Fidelio. It was very that feeling. We went in, I went in, it was 5:30 in the late afternoon. And he was at the bar already having cocktails, you know. I was like, Jesus, dude. And it was a great night, but like the dude started ordering Chateau Lafite. I think we had 2 bottles of Chateau Lafite. It's like 2,500 a bottle. And then we got on a private boat and went to one of my favorite. They got hungry and they were like, where should we go? I texted my friends at Linea Dombra. I was like, are you guys working? Because I'm bringing this big mega player. He's going to fucking tip you 1,000 euros. It's wild. He almost forgot that. In fact, he did forget the Rolex. I brought the Rolex. He left it on the chair. He forgot about it. He left it behind. We went down to get the boat and we realized, where the fuck is your Rolex? Did you take it? And he's like, oh, fuck. So he says to one of the guys in the hotel, he goes, I left a box up on one of the seats in the bar. Can you bring it up to my room? Certainly, sir. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. So it was nothing to him. That's interesting. Look, they illuminate their hotel with the Italian flag. Look at that. Wow. This is an interesting thing you'll see here a lot. The pens and the quill. Look at this. This is mental. It's fucking awesome. Okay, just give me 1 second. I have to check my map because I want to make sure I don't veer toward the train station and I start going toward where I need to go. 1 sec. Okay, I think I'm good going this way. This isn't my part of town, so I'm like a little out of my depth. I'm gonna go this way. It's an adventure through Venice in the middle of the night. Piazzale around the Ferrovia. These people are lost as well. Look at that shit. The fuck is that? What am I looking at? Casa Goldini. Casa Goldini. Look at this. Oh my God, look at that door. It's like 600 years old. Wow, big mask store here. You know what? I've been in Venice nearly 6 years. There's so much shit I still have not seen. Casa di Carlo Goldini. Wow. Fucking hell. This guy knows where he's going. I'm gonna follow him. Yet another bridge. I love when you have your own bridge. It's your own palazzo, look. That bridge doesn't lead anywhere but that palazzo. I want my own bridge. All right, where are we? Is that Ferrari? I don't know where I'm going now. That's a San Toma. Okay, now I know where I am. Red light, there is no red light district. Whoever said that. I know where I am now. I could grab the boat from down there, but there is no boat at this hour. Not one I need. I know where I am. Down there is Tonolo, where you get the fritelle, which, by the way, they're going to start making. They've already started making them. There's the Grand Canal down there. So I'm gonna go straight. See if I can find my way to where I need to be. Although I doubt it, because that's... Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's too close to the water. I'm going to wind up at a dead end. Coming up on Cab Foscari. There's a bar still open down there. Ooh. So we're coming up on Ca' Foscari, which is where my daughter went to college. She went to another college in Milan after that, but the first one was this one, was Ca' Foscari, very famous. All the while, the fucking moon and Jupiter are looking at me, man. There's a much more significant bridge. So what you have is the famous light of Cathfoscary here. On this side, the side I'm on, you have the pompieri, the firemen. That's where the firemen leave from. So in those under those arches are all the firemen's boats, and they fly out of there whenever they get a call. That is Cathfoscary. That's the university where my daughter first went. I have a photo of her right here from 6 years ago, I guess, right under the entrance to Cathfoscary. That's pretty monumental. I love this little campo. Let me just check. There was a couple of super chats. Oh, fuck. Let me just check. Scotty, $10. Thank you. Get another hot toddy whiskey. I know, at the bar back there now. Fuck it. Thank you, though. Daniel, $2.79. I was here 400 years ago. Thanks, guys. Yeah, look at this campo. Man, this shit is... It's amazing. It is. And look, the old numerals for the houses. There's the old ones, and these are the new ones, and these ones are like 100 years old. And they have the red color, the vermilion red from Venice. But they mark, because the way that they address things in Venice is different to other cities. So it's a whole thing. It's like, it's the number, not the street. It's the number of the sestiere. And that's the old way they used to write it. Look at that. Fucking cool. And this is the modern Venetian. Look. Little fucking crazy scamps. Crazy scamps. All the old culture is gone, man. Those little fuckers aren't designing anything like this. Old Italy is a thing of the past. What's this, a restaurant? Dofari? Dofari? So Dofari would be the two lights in dialect. So I guess those two lights are what they mean. Dofari. Probably goes back a couple of 100 years. What the fuck is this? Jewelry? Dang. Okay, I need to check my map. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is not my hood. Okay, I think I'm all right this way. Look at these stores. Jesus Christ. I'm officially kind of lost, but I think I'm going the right way. Murano glass. Look at this stuff. Oh my God, this is wild. Antique store. Fucking hell. Look at the history. Look at the history. God damn it. Look at the art. I need some of this art for the new apartment. I don't know. It's kind of racist, but it's part of the history. Man. Good God, this place is, I've never seen this place before, ever. This place is incredible. Look, they have legs for old tables. What's that? What the fuck is that? Piano keys? What are they? I'm super confused right now. What's that? What on earth is that? Good God, this place is fucking incredible. Palazzo Barbana, that's a hotel, right? You can work it out on the map. Oh, I know where I am now. Now I've got my bearings. I came too far. You want to look at apartment prices and palazzi prices? They don't have prices written on them though. Look at that one. Anybody got a couple of million? You want to live there? Look at these beautiful apartments. They're all in Christie's. Look, it's Christie's. This one has a view of the Giudecca. Fuck. That's how the other half lives. Well, now I know where I am, so there's no issue with that. This is the famous museum that was in Indiana Jones. Remember in one of the Indiana Jones movies, I can't remember if it was the first or second, they come to Venice and they're in this they come into a cathedral. That's the one from the Indiana Jones movie. It's now a Leonardo da Vinci gallery. Big old well from back in the day. It's a massive one. This is a great osteria. I've eaten there.
My friend Simone brought me there, and the guy had the Daytona in gold, and I had the rose gold Daytona on at the time. He was all like, "Oh, show me your watch." So that's the church. Dead. Yeah, completely dead. Everywhere. Now during COVID, when everywhere was closed, and I just moved here. Oh, that was the one with Sean Connery, Rodriguez. Really? So that was the third or fourth one, right? I thought it was one of the earlier ones. During COVID, when everywhere was like there was nothing open, obviously it was desolate. There was a pizza slice place open because I was looking for anything, and that was here. That was this place here, and we couldn't go in. We had to sit on these steps and wait for our pizza slice to be ready. That was crazy. I moved here during that. It was, talk about spooky. And this store, which is now closed, was where Eyes Wide Shut, the Stanley Kubrick movie, commissioned the masks. They've since closed down business. I think they moved somewhere. But that used to be an incredible display, and they even had the Eyes Wide Shut masks from the movie, like Tom Cruise's mask and all that. They had them in the window. He came here to commission those masks for that movie. That was there. I know it was all graffiti on the thing, but never mind that. That was that store. I think they moved now. This is a late night pizza kebab spot. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in there once or twice. Late night getting a fucking kebab. Fuck me, I could use one right now. Never mind. That's where the fellows were going who passed me. They're getting some food. This is a library, bookstore. Here's a good one. Free Gaza. Hell yeah. We love that. Down here is a famous, look at this. You want to get scared walking home in the middle of the night, guys? Look at this shit looking at you in the window. So not terrifying. This place is a famous Cicchetti spot. Fuck, if Corner Pub is open, oh damn, then I'm fucked. So now I've finally come around the other side. Jesus. We are now officially in Dorso Duro. Look at this. You want to see how the other half lives? You think you have money? Look at that. Look at those curtains. Look at those windows. Look at the scale of that palazzo. Imagine that's your house. On the canal, facing, because the canal is right there. Facing the canal. Jesus Christ. Down there is Schiavi. I've brought you guys there many times. So I'm gonna cut through. Oh, it's much of a muchness now. I guess I'll go left. My pharmacy is down here, one of the big pharmacies. Look at that gate. Look. Just simple bells, look. There's 3 people who live in that enormous palazzo. 3 families. Come on. This used to be the cinema. It's now an art gallery. That used to be the original cinema of Venice. There's my pharmacy. A farmacia. Fucking amazing. This is near Gallery Porto. Rich French family. And now we're at Academia. The stop where I would have gotten off on the boat. I remember I did the modeling thing for Canali and I bought the magazine where I was featured. I bought it right there. You see it in the video. That's where I bought it. So I could see how ugly I looked. We'll lose signal just down here as I turn the corner. It's always the way. There's poor signal for some reason down on this corner. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to eating something. I haven't eaten a thing. Fuck. This is interesting. This is all the colors that you mix together for your paints. Oh man. Corner pub is down the way, guys. I don't think it's going to be open. If it is, I'm completely fucked. Bottega Cini, very famous. There's Vittorio Cini, and he was the curator. This is a great spot. So right there's a restaurant that I like called Cantinone Storico, and they have seats out there. And if you watch the live, when I had that crazy model from Milan, what was her name? Maria Vittoria, the skinny bitch, the big eyebrows. That's where we had dinner. She ordered everything on the menu. She was like, I'm going to take this guy for every penny he's got. I didn't let her away with it though. I know what to do with broads like that. I was like, all right, darling. You want to play games? Let's play games. But she was hot. The waiters keep asking me, like, where's that broad you brought? Like, she was a super gnocca. Gnocca. I'm like, yeah, but she's not worth it, fellas. That's a succubus. Watch the lizard. Watch the lizard with the crimson veil. This is a pizza slice place. I've never had any of their shit. But they're strategically positioned right next to Corner Pub, which is clearly closed. They're probably closed for the whole of January. Someone earlier wanted to see Cardario. Well, you're gonna fucking see it. The haunted house. Watch the lizard. I saw the lizard. I touched the lizard with the crimson veil. This is on Airbnb. It's like a who owned it? Some designer, was a Ralph Lauren or someone super famous. The name's gone out of my head. It's late. They own that palazzo. Now you can get it on booking.com, but you need to book it for a week minimum. And I think it's $4,000 a night. And you get all the rooms are different colors and different styles. And that roof top area there, that is the most amazing modern kitchen you've ever seen in your life. Like, if you've got super money to splurge and you want to invite 20 friends, if you're getting married or something, then you can rent this place for a week. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but it will be an unforgettable experience. And they own the garden in there too. That's their garden. That place is incredible. So if you search Dorso Duro in Venice, I don't know about this time of year. Maybe it's closed, I don't know. But if you look for more than 5 or 6 days, this thing will start coming up on your results as your suggestions. It's fucking crazy. It's like, if you want to get uber royal just for once in your life, you know, like these people do it in Ireland. They rent a castle, you know, for 50 of their friends for New Year's, and they spend $50,000 just to have a monumental experience. That's what this is, you know. The moon is making it even crazier. But I swear, like there's a banquet table in that kitchen, and the kitchen is like uber modern and sophisticated with a huge long table. It's outrageous. I have a wild fantasy of one day making gazillions and just buying that place. It's a fantasy. Let me have my fantasy. So now we have Peggy Guggenheim. Please watch that fucking thing I reposted on my Instagram about Peggy Guggenheim. This is her home. Please find out about her and her story. It's fascinating. She's a very, very sad person. They estimate she slept with over 1,000 men. She was not pretty, but she wanted desperately to be pretty. She was obsessed with the beautiful things in the world, and she was not one of those, unfortunately, so she threw herself at men. All over the world. Powerful Jewish family, New York, big money. Guggenheim family. And this was her palazzo. And that's her name there, Peggy. Stephen Monash, 1,000, as long as they pay for the house. No, they ripped her off. They were all grifters. All grifters. Just trying to ride her tail, unfortunately. That's Peggy Guggenheim's collection now, it's called. It's the museum. It's a super sad story, and the story of her daughter is incredibly heartbreaking. You guys should read about it or watch the documentary that I posted to Instagram. And she has, Rothko and fucking all sorts of stuff in there. A lot of Pollock. Like Jackson Pollock wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Peggy. She made Jackson Pollock who he is. And his most famous works are in there. Okay, now you guys wanted it. There it is. There's Caldario. You're seeing it from the other side now, not from the canal. Obviously, that's the canal out there. Now you're seeing it from the other side. And we're going to go see the Ramo of Caldario, which is the side entrance. There it is, spooky. You buy this house, you die. The last serious contender to purchase it was Woody Allen. Once he heard the rumors, even though he's not a superstitious guy, he backed out. And it's been on the market for so long now, but nobody wants to buy it because everyone who does loses their life within a week or two. It's clearly haunted. If you look carefully, you'll see the little lonely boy who lives up there. You'll see his face in the window. No, I'm kidding. But look at it. It's a mega palazzo that faces the canal. And this is the Ramo. And for a while, I used to show people, I used to push the camera in there, but they put a board up. Look, they stopped people from doing it because everybody wanted to stick their cameras in and see if there was a ghost. That's a mailbox for Caldario. And that's the Ramo. And there's the doorbell. Should I ring it? See if someone answers? I'm not fucking doing it. In fact, I have to point backward. People do that. They point as they pass. They point as they go by. They're like, keep the spirits away. All right, we're coming up to my hood. I'll give you guys one last shot of the canal, and then I'll stop the stream. I'll probably delete the stream because it's just the usual ramblings. There's some nice Murano glass. This little boutique hotel here. Cheap. It's actually quite cheap. I'll give you guys one last shot of the canal. When I did the Grand Seiko video, that's the wall I'm standing at. There you go, guys. There's the Grand Canal. That's the Gritti Palace, where Kim Kardashian and DiCaprio, all of those were staying when Bezos got married. All right, guys, that's it. That was fun. Thanks for keeping me company. It was good. I'm gonna go home where it's warm. I can make dinner. Thanks for the super chats, guys. It's much appreciated. And the PayPals. Raffles, does Oisín have a day job? No, it's been a long time since I've had a day job. Look me up, you'll find plenty about my day job. It's more interesting than this. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace, love, as always. Good night.